Ех. Это Rain My Cry. По поводу ЕГЭ, что ли? Ха-ха. Простите. Сейчас дочешу ухо. И мы пойдем.
Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is over. For good.
Yay. Ну, заебись, мы тонем. Это был.
Goddamn fool. Nothing's gonna work if I don't switch on that ignition.
Реже. Ну, блядь. Тупой геймпад. Надо будет себе Bluetooth свисток купить, чтобы не ебаться. Кажись, я ее оставлю. Пока, Лора. Я завтыкал, что можно сначала ей руки освободить. В итоге я выбил стекло, потому что не знал, что из чего что делает. Ну, прощай, Лорен, хуй с тобой. Ты меня предала. Как бы лул. Я же не знал, что из этого что делает. Сюда всем, суки. Просто, бля, всех нахуй вынесу. Один раз в меня попали. Бывает. Ну, есть немного. Игра, хоть игра вышла уже месяц назад и уже был даже один апдейт, все равно в ней много проблем. Например, звук, опять-таки, работает нормально только в стереорежиме. Потом, опять-таки, проседание FPS, рассинхрон. От этого хватает в этом говне.
Fucking asshole.
Please.
Вставай, блять.
Bastard! Lauren is dead! You fucking killed her!
Stop! I beg you.
Это, кажется, не он, а его брат-близнец.
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No, no, he's innocent. He's not a killer. Not a killer.
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No, no, please, don't hurt me.
Last chance.
I don't know. I swear, I don't know anything.
Раньше ты был круче.
Stop, stop. I beg you. I'll tell you everything.
Нет, не скажешь. Я думал, я его задушу.
Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident.
Да, с каждым могло это
He just
произойти.
wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son.
То есть он убил одного из детей. Заебись. Клево.
No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. The street trash, like so many others. Ugh.
You disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
Да, Шепард. Это самый хуёвый порт.
John had a twin
Цитадель.
brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard.
Это самый хуёвый порт на этой цитадели. Боже, я опять хочу перепройти Mass Effect.
She was just a whore. You'll forget her in no time. Come and work for me, Shelby. I'll pay you well. You'll be able to have all the girls you want.
Never say her name again. You hear me? Never.
Почему его нельзя пристрелить? Он сейчас достанет пистолет.
My heart! My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer. There.
Удачи. Уйти.
Shelby! Come back! I fucking order you! Come back!
Пока. Лоу. Хоряк. Слишком старые песни. Ух. Мои доки-доки. А трусы у Мадоки. Что-то мы, походу, со своими решениями так все по пизде идет по всей игре, что аж клево. Ох, Зюкс, куда ты лезешь? Подумай. А хули мы сюда пришли?
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19.
А Есса
at the end of the
собирала
corridor.
деньги на изучение
Thank
Альцгеймера. Совпадение? Не думаю. Стоп, какая комната?
Room 19. Where is that? Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
Возьми цветы. Возьми. Стоп. Эти цветы тут не зря, это же орхидеи, да? Девятая, седьмая. Значит, 19 дальше. А, это она возле окна сидит, наверное. Стоп, это бабушка, которая была на кладбище? Секундочку. Ну что, могилка была промазалась? Я не могу с ней поговорить? А зря. Мне кажется, что бабушка это оригами киллер, блин. Просто заебали пиздюки, которые орут возле дома. Поэтому она решила всех захуярить.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here,
Представиться.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Второй
Your other
сын.
son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Блять, Альцгеймер.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're
Посмотри
telling
на
me.
стол.
He never came to see me. Can you believe it?
Оригами на
10
столе.
years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Ну ладно.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son, my little Johnny.
Как включить телевизор? У нее есть телевизор, блядь. Я понимаю, что ей, но... Помню, Бёрд. Дох.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Значит, с помощью оригами будем пытаться достать имя. Или мы угадали с собакой? Кто это какая-то женщина? Почему я не могу больше взаимодействовать с оригами? Я типа реально угадал с собакой?
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Брата звали Василий.
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then. It seems to be working. She's remembering stuff. Gotta find something else to show her.
Покажи ей сиськи.
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
А почему я не могу больше сложить никаких фигурок?
This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Ну, поговоришь со мной, женщина? Стоп, может надо было ящерицу собрать? Вторая подсказка же была ящерица. Или третья. Блять, пиздец.
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying
Ну
here.
окей, пошли в пизду. Отсюда нахуй.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John. I think he drowned.
Она
Does she ever
думает,
talk
что она
about her
вспоминает
other son?
Джона, но она вспоминает другого
I didn't
сына.
know she had another one.
Она,
I've never heard her mention it.
Она забыла о том, ну, типа...
Does she get many
Они
visitors?
близнецы, сука!
She's
Ну,
been
блядь,
here for
почему
10
все
years
люди
and you're
такие
the first.
тупые?
Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
Орхидеи. Я покажу ей орхидеи. Она что, на жопку этой девушки смотрит? Да, я так поворачиваюсь. О май. А теперь берешь эту орхидею и засовываешь ей в задницу. Кстати, я никогда не видел цветочного формы. Ну, в плане цвета. Хотя нет, видел, когда розу совали, куда попало. Нет, видел, окей. Вру. Извините, я наврал. Да блядь, ты можешь перестать ходить как дебил. Куда ты цветок засунуть, блядь? В вазу? Это ваза? А, вот ваза.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
А, я случайно.
I cried
Переборщил.
when
Ты
they
что, в генерал
told
Русско
me
посмотрел?
I'd already lost one of my children,
Папа.
and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
Фамилия.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy.
My
Then
boy?
I got sick and I couldn't go any longer.
Блять.
Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten
Надо
him.
найти работу.
He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Итан. Количество осадков 120 миллиметров в секунду. Ох. Ебать, ты чё за красная комната с говном, причем с эффектом продлевания. И у них была девятка. И они ее любили. А потом они поняли, что копейка получше девятки. Теперь что, себе в жопу надо вставить что-то?
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Сколько веб-камер? Клево.
Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do.
Ну, за ВДВ, как говорится. За ВДВ. Шан!
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
И убежал. Нахрен. Он все еще в этой же машине. Он ее украл.
I'm nowhere and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address. Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this.
Чё? Нихуя не слышу.
The manhunt continues. The authorities still looking for clues from Mars. The man identified as the Oregon.
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
Пароход? Что-то возле доков?
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
Или поезд, или пароход. В душе не ебу. Ну, пожалуй, я сейчас загрузка пройдет и поставлю на паузу и отойду на 3 минутки. И тогда уже, как я понимаю, мы будем подходить к концу. Не, ну есть старые поезда. Ну хуй его знает. Но это узнаем после рекламной паузы. Сейчас пасу. И заканчивать будем кейджевое говно.